The number one question that we get asked often when people find out that we're travel YouTubers is, how many countries have you been to? As if that number somehow defines the depth or value of your travel experience. But here's the truth. It's not about how many places you've been, it's about what you gained from being there. What those countries gave you, what they changed in you. We spent over 18 months in South Korea, just one country. But what we found there, who we met, really changed our lives forever. Slow travel gives us something that fast travel never could. It gives us connection. We don't rush from city to city. We aren't ticking boxes or chasing views. We are walking the same streets every day, shopping at the same markets, riding the same buses, and over time, that everyday rhythm has allowed us to see Korea for what it truly is, not just as tourists, but as guests, as friends, and eventually, as family. Through Moon, Yeji, and Sun, we learned things no guidebook could teach. They introduced us to foods we'd never have found on our own, home-cooked meals full of history and love. They took us to quiet places only locals know, and they showed us what Korean hospitality really looks like. Warm, humble, generous, and deeply intentional. We learned that meals aren't just meals, they're acts of kindness. That taking your shoes off at the door is more than just custom, it's respect. That silence can be comforting, not awkward, and that a shared bowl of soup can mean more than 1,000 words. And all of that, every single part, happened because we slowed down, because we stayed. If we had only spent a week or two in Korea, we would have missed all of it. The quiet mornings, the hard conversations, the breakthroughs, the laughter, the birthdays, the tears. We didn't just visit Korea, we lived in it, and we let it change us. So no, we can't say that we've been to 50 countries, but we can say that we've lived deeply in a few. What we found is that at the heart of travel isn't in the miles, it's in the relationships. It's in the moments when you look around a table full of food that you didn't grow up eating, surrounded by people who didn't grow up with you, and you realize you're home. Moon and Yeji didn't just show us Korean culture, they showed us what it looks like to open up your heart. They showed us how generosity ripples forward. And Sun, he reminded us why this all matters. He's learning English from Christian, but honestly, we're learning just as much from him about joy, about curiosity, and how love doesn't need a perfect translation. Travel isn't about how many countries you've been to. It's about who you met, what you learned, and how much of yourself you're willing to leave behind, and how much you brought back with you. For us, Korea gave us Moon, Yeji, and Sun. It gave us family, and we wouldn't trade that for all the stamps in the world. So if you're watching this and feel the pressure to see it all in your next travel, to chase the next country, the next landmark, the next photo, just pause for a second. Ask yourself, what do you remember from your travels? What changed you? What story could you never explain in an Instagram caption? Because those are the moments that matter, the ones that stick with you, the ones that live in your heart long after the trip ends. Not about how many countries you've been to, it's about the ones that stayed with you, the places that made you slow down, connect, and grow. We've had a few of those. Maybe you have too. Drop us a comment and tell us, what's the one place that changed you and why? We'd love to hear your story.
Cheers.
Cheers.